WTO is associated with long talks, various tariffs, customs quotas, imports and exports, as well as other terms which our consumers sometimes do not understand. The task of the WTO market is to break all the barriers between the buyers and the sellers, because we know everything about the prices. Each housewife thinks of freezing or canning vegetables and fruits for the winter, but not everyone has time for that. In recent years, the rhythm of life in Kazakhstan has been demonstrating constant growth along with consumption of finished canned foods. The demand for preserves is traditionally higher in winter when many people cannot afford buying fresh food products. The market becomes especially dynamic on the eve of major holidays. Canned cucumbers, tomatoes and green peas have been the most popular preserves in Kazakhstan for many years. And what kind of canned food the country is ready to export to its WTO partners? Watch about that in our today's program. Watch in the next 10 minutes. How does Kazakhstan increase the production of canned vegetables? To Russia and other states, where Kazakhstan can export convenience foods. How to reveal dishonest producers. Today we shall test tomato paste. According to the statistics, people of Kazakhstan consume less canned vegetables in comparison with residents of many other countries. Thus, citizens of the EU eat up to 16 kilograms per year and of the US up to 50 kilograms annually. In Kazakhstan, this index does not exceed 7 kilograms per year. However, the demand for shop-bought preserves is increasing along with supply. For the last 10 years, it rose by 15%. Notably, vegetable and fruit preserves are produced in Kazakhstan from scratch. They are grown and canned in one and the same region or even in the same urban area. Nowadays, the majority of such plants are concentrated in Almaty and South Kazakhstan regions. The production of fruit and vegetable preserves in Kazakhstan demonstrates sustainability. For instance, from 2005 to 2015, a slight increase could be observed. However, according to the statistics of 2016, a trend towards the production growth resumed. During the first quarter of 2016, the production of vegetables and fruits in Kazakhstan in value terms reached 13.2 billion tenge. For comparison, in 2015, this figure made up 12.1 billion. In volume terms, the production of vegetable preserves rose by 126.7% and made up 798 tons. Canned and processed vegetables by 30%, up to 3,000 tons, and tomato preserves by 8%, up to 2,000 tons. Kazakhstan is almost self-sufficient only in natural vegetable and fruit juices. Domestic processed vegetables cover only 25% of the demand. The main goal of Kazakh producers for today is import substitution. In fact, nowadays more than 70% of preserves in the country are foreign-made. Presently, a lot of companies try to expand the range of their goods and open new product lines. Since last year, besides tomato paste, we started to turn out other types of food products. These are 5 vegetable salads and pickled cucumbers. The production of vegetable preserves is seasonal. We manufacture them during 4 months from July to October. In this period of time, we employ from 20 to 30 seasonal workers. The process from harvesting to canning lasts no more than 10 hours. Enterprises prefer to purchase primary products from local producers and conclude long-term agreements with farms. Of course, for consumers, such preserves are healthier and cheaper than imported ones. However, the major part of containers are purchased abroad. Nowadays, plants also try to substitute them with locally produced cans and tins. We modernize and automate our operation lines in order to increase production capacity. We produce our own polymeric bottles for ketchup. Here we use new technologies and modern polymeric materials. In winter, many enterprises switch to the production of concentrate-based products such as tomato paste or soya sauce. Their price can also fall due to Kazakhstan's accession to the WTO. Finding a niche is very important for each Kazakh manufacturer. Nowadays, canned food with minimum of preservation agents is especially popular among customers.
Спрос растет. Почему?
This demand is growing because many people take care of their health. Natural products are very popular. Perhaps we're the only ones who make natural homemade jams. We have no industrial production. All our products are handmade.
Домашнее варенье.
Very soon the producers of homemade jams expanded their production and began to make sauces and canned salads. Demand begot supply. Currently, even this small plant is thinking about exporting its products.
На данный момент
Nowadays, we have representative offices in 4 cities of Kazakhstan: Almaty, Astana, Aktau and Akhtubinsk. In the future, we want to supply with our products the whole Kazakhstan. We also negotiate with Russia, China and Malaysia about the possibility of exporting our products to these countries. Nutritionists recommend to housewives to freeze vegetables instead of canning. As a result, vegetables preserve a lot of vitamins. It was found out that during cooking or after the contact with vinegar, vegetables and fruits lose up to 90% of vitamin C. Along with that, frozen vegetables and fruits are considerably cheaper than canned ones, and there is no need to buy additional salt, sugar and cans. Normally, raw materials make up 60 to 65% of weight of finished products. The rest are the filler and containers. In value terms, raw materials account for 70% of products. The price of vegetables and fruits also depends on crop, season and supplier country. 20% of expenses for water, electricity, wearing of equipment and labor costs. Metal or glass containers account for another 10% of the price. The production of vegetables and fruit preserves is a seasonal process. However, it is important to note that the major part of jams and confitures are made of frozen primary products. Therefore, there is no need to pay much attention to the indicated date of their packaging. Cucumbers, tomatoes and other canned vegetables are usually produced in season from July to October. To detect the least healthy products in shops is quite easy. The more non-natural agents, such as starches and stabilizers, are indicated on the package, the lower is the quality of primary products. Specialists believe that the thicker is tomato paste, the better is its quality. In other words, it was cooked well. 25 to 40% of tomato paste is dry substances. Tomato puree and sauce contain less dry substances. In order to make tomato paste thicker, it is mixed with starch. However, unfair producers often do not indicate this fact on packaging. Starch in tomato paste can be easily detected. To do this, we should take a teaspoon of tomato paste and solve it in a glass of water of room temperature. When it completely dissolves, we shall add a drop of iodine. A blue color indicates that paste contains starch. The consumption of vegetable and fruit preserves is increasing in all parts of the world. In America, European countries and Southeast Asia, more attention is being paid to vegetable farming. The main actors in the market are China and the US. Owing to the vegetable basket program introduced in China in the 1980s, vegetable production has become the main branch of farming. Most of products are exported. Significantly, the amount of canned vegetables exceeds the amount of preserved fruits several times. However, fruits yield more profits due to significantly higher prices. The US processes more than 50% of its yields. The country is expanding the production of frozen food products. In 2014, the exports of frozen vegetables and fruits, including potato fries, reached $530 million. The exports of American preserved vegetables to Canada made up 39%, to Japan 15%, and to Southwest Asian countries 12%. Many corporations producing canned vegetables found a specific approach to the CIS market. For example, tomato paste, which is very popular in the region, has become an essential product of each company. Another example is vegetable marrow paste, which is produced only in post-Soviet countries. People living in rest parts of the world do not know its taste at all. I wish you economic and quality purchases.